joining me for another video. I really appreciate your support. I just wanted to mention this quickly. Like, you guys comment and like and interact on my videos, and it's literally the most amazing thing to see that people are enjoying my content, and you guys just constantly have amazing compliments. It's just the most amazing thing to see how you guys are able to support me, and you don't even really know me. Like, you don't know me in person, but it's really cool. I just want to say thank you. On to the video for today. I'm going to be doing a one brand makeup tutorial with Smashbox. This is not a sponsored video. It's just something that I've been wanting to do for a while. You guys know that I've been speaking about their products for a really long time. I've been testing and trying things out, seeing what I love, seeing what works. So there are a couple things that are just my absolute ride or die favorites. There's some things I haven't tried. There's some things that aren't like blow you out the water, but there are a lot of things from Smashbox that I absolutely love. But enough rambling. Let's start with some primer and foundation. This combo is one that I've written a blog post about, and you guys have been asking so much about on my Instagram, on my YouTube. You guys are just constantly commenting and saying like how my skin is glowing and beautiful and it looks flawless. And I honestly will put it down to A, my skincare routine. You guys know how I am about my skincare. And then B, this combo. It is a combo of two Smashbox products. It's the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and then the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. I absolutely love these two products. I actually mix them together, which I'm going to do now. I usually do about 2 pumps of the foundation, then I do 3 drops of the primer oil, and then I mix them together on the back of my hand. You can see that it does oxidize slightly, and this is quite a dark color for my current skin tone because I've got my winter skin going. But it works. I think it works also because I'm blending it in with a damp beauty sponge. I think if I was using a brush, it would be a little bit more obvious that the color is not absolutely perfect. It's not the perfect match, but I like how kind of warm my skin looks when I wear this foundation. I've been using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge to just blend this into my skin. You can see that I have like a proper, like, this is actually a bruise. I went that crazy on this thing on my cheek. I like my skin to show through my foundation. I like it to look like skin. So you can see that there's quite a bit of redness happening here today, and I'll just add a little bit more product as I go along. But mostly, those 2 pumps and the primer oil works perfectly. You can see there what the foundation and primer oil combination looks like on my skin. There's definitely some radiance coming through on the top of my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose. You can just generally see that there's skin showing through, it's radiant, it's glowing. There's definitely some more redness here which I want to cover up. So I think I'm going to do 1 more pump of foundation and then maybe just 1 drop of the primer oil. That extra pump of foundation definitely did something for this red spot over there. It's not completely covered, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. You can still see all the freckles on my nose. You can see them on my cheeks. You can see some blemishes coming through, but I'm actually okay with that. I'm fine with my skin not looking absolutely perfect. I want to cry right now. I didn't put the lid back on properly, and it dropped on the floor, and half the product is just spilled onto my carpet. I'm actually more annoyed about the primer than the carpet. This primer is beautiful. No. I flippin' hell almost dropped it again. We're all gonna calm down. There's no use in crying over spilt expensive primer oil. I'm gonna carry on. And these contour sticks are ones I've spoken about before. If you guys wanna see like a dedicated video on these contour sticks, I honestly love them. I'm not a big like contour fan. I like to do more natural skin, beautiful looking skin, and not feel like I'm changing my look completely. And I think that I can get a very natural looking contour with these contour sticks. So if you want to see a dedicated video, let me know and I'll definitely film that for you guys. I've actually been meaning to do that. This is basically contouring for the lazy girl. So this is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer in the shade Light Medium. This is a touch too dark for me, so I have to mix it with another product for it to be an okay shade. But I really like the consistency of this concealer. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So the concealer is really light. It's almost like water-based kind of concealer. So because I've had to mix this with another product, I'm just going to take it on my ring finger and just, that's quite a lot of concealer for what I usually do. And then again, blend with my complexion sponge. You can see that that's blended in really nicely. I like that it's taken away a lot of the dark circles that I usually have. I'm gonna set underneath my eyes using the Smashbox contour palette in light. I love this, you can tell because I've hit pan on that contour shade. It's beautiful. And I'm just gonna take the lighter shade in the palette. It does have quite a bit of fallout in the pan, and just tap off any excess and just press that underneath my eyes. I'm going to do a bit of nose contour, so I'm not actually setting on the nose area, I'm just setting right underneath my eyes and on the inner corners over there. This is something that I never used to do, but I've been doing a lot recently, and I really love the effect that it gives to my face. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of nose contouring. I don't change the shape of my nose at all. It just does something to my face, especially when I've contoured the rest of my face. I just like the way it looks when I've contoured my nose, but I don't go crazy with it. You see, I'm trying to get as little product as possible, and then I'll blend it out from there. I look crazy right now, but it does blend out beautifully. I think that's the beauty of these cream contour sticks, is that they blend out really, really well and you don't look like a zebra. I'm going to use the highlighter stick just down the bridge of my nose. This is the only spot that I've been using it, and then also underneath my brow bone, but I haven't done my brows yet, so we'll leave that for later. And I just like to blend this in with my middle finger, my ring finger, whatever's available. Now onto the bronzer stick. I'm going to just use this right above where I had the contour. You can see I'm not using too much. Right over there, and then also on my forehead. This I don't do all the time, but I like to do it sometimes. I like to contour the bottom of my lip a little bit, like ever so slightly. This just helps to make my bottom lip look a little bit more full. I mean, it doesn't need it, but it's a little bit of fun. Can you see there? It just looks like it's, I don't know, it does a good job. I've spoken about this before. This is the Smashbox Brow Tech Matte Pencil in the shade Brunette. I've done a brow routine. I will link it up here so that you guys can go and watch it. I love this brow pencil. I think it is amazing. It's got a really tiny tip, and then also it's got this spoolie on the other end, so it's really perfect to just chuck in your everyday makeup bag. If you're on the run, if you're doing your makeup in the car, this is a great brow pencil to take along with you. Now with the brows done, I'm gonna do a little bit of this highlighter stick just below my brows. I'm not doing it all the way because I can just blend it in with my finger along my brows. Finally, for the fun part, the eyeshadow. To start off eyeshadow, I always need an eyeshadow base because my eyelids just tend to get a little bit sweaty. It's odd, but it does. This is the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I swear by this stuff. I absolutely love it. It moves around so easily. Once it's on the lids, it feels like a silicone primer. I love this. It kind of feels exactly like the Photo Finish primer for your face, but this one's just for your eyes. I'm really excited to play around with these. I've actually not used them at all because I wanted to use them in a video. These launched recently, and these are the Smashbox Covershot eyeshadow palettes. How cool is the packaging? They are so beautiful. How cool is that? Do you remember having like Tazos or like those Simba cards or something that had this vibe? I was obsessed with them, which means I'm obviously obsessed with these palettes. I could sit and do this for ages. So I have this purple one, purpley pink one, which is the Golden Hour eyeshadow palette. This palette has more, as the name states, more golden hour kind of shades. All of these shades at the bottom are shimmer shades. This is a nice brow highlight shade, and that's a nice shade for kind of in the crease or even just to set the entire eye and then go in with some shimmers. This one is the metallic eye palette. Obviously, as the name suggests, all of the shades in this palette are metallic. They're really compact, really skinny. So if you got, I think there's 8 palettes, I think there's only 7 in South Africa, but if you got all 7, you could do almost any eyeshadow look with them. Look how skinny they are. You can fit into your handbag, they can fit into a little makeup bag. I love these so much. Okay, I think I'm gonna start out with this Golden Hours palette, using this kind of very caramelly tan shade. Again, from this Golden Hours palette, I'm going to take this very intriguing color, the one that I said was more of like a browny, purpley shade, and I'm going to take that on a dome-shaped brush and just blend that into my crease. Oh, it's such a pretty color. So pretty. I love this shade. It's got such a beautiful kind of plummy undertone. Oh, love it. Definitely not doing anything crazy today. I'm keeping it in my neutral home. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of that same color and just take it on my lower lash line. Okay, so because I want to play with both of these palettes, I'm going to take a color from either one and just mix them together, and I want to see how these shadows perform when I wet my brush. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Smashbox Primer Water. I think I'm going to mix that kind of pinky champagne-y shade from the metallic eye palette, and then I think I'm going to take a little bit of this coppery, more rose gold, this more rose gold shimmer shade from the Golden Hours palette. This shimmery pink shade is giving me kind of like a MAC or that glitters vibe. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so I really like where we're at with this eye look. I like how kind of plain and normal it is. I could do a little bit of liquid liner, but I'm just kind of not in the mood today. I have used the Smashbox Limitless Liquid Liner Pen in Jet Black, and it's wonderful. But I do want to make my lashes look a little bit more full, and I've raved about this over and over again. This is the Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in Fishnet. I really love this gel pencil. It is my favorite. It doesn't budge throughout the day. It just stays there. It doesn't transfer to the lower lash line. It is wonderful. For mascara, this is a combo I haven't used before, and I'm really excited to try it. I've got the Smashbox Photo Finish Lash Primers. This is a white primer that goes onto the lashes before the mascara, and then I also have the Smashbox X-Rated mascara, but both of these are little testers and they're adorable. I like this wand. It's very full and it's got really tiny little bristles coming out, but then there's longer bristles as well, so I'm hoping that's going to help to catch on the really tiny lashes that I have, like on the inner corner, or even use it on the lower lash line. This is such a funny feeling. I can actually see that the tips of my lashes are white. I'm actually really surprised with this. My lashes haven't really clumped up at all. They've definitely got more in the length department, volume as well, but I think more on the length side. I think that this primer and mascara combo is working. It's good. You know when you just have a better eye? This is my better eye. It looks like I've got false lashes on. I love this. Another thing that I like about this is that you actually can layer it up quite a bit. Like I've gone in with a few coats and it's still adding to it. Like it's not like it's so dry and it's not drying down so quickly that I can't add to it and add more mascara, more volume, all of that. I really like that. So while I let that dry, I'm going to use a little bit of this Smashbox Blendable Lip and Cheek color in Laurel, Canyon, and Coral. I'm not sure if I'm getting that name right, but I'm just using this on my ring finger and then just pressing a little bit on the back of my hand and then applying it to my cheeks because I don't want too much color at once. And this is a very corally shade. I would much prefer to go pinky, but this is all I have from them, so I'm going to use it. And then I'm just picking up in the back of my hand again. Oh, I like that. I don't know why I haven't used this more. That is very pretty. I love that blush. Now for another favorite of mine, I've spoken about this way too much. You guys know that I'm going to be using this. This is the Smashbox LA Lights Blendable Lip and Cheek color in the shade Hollywood and Highlight. This is my absolute perfect highlighter stick. I love it. You guys have heard me rave about this constantly on my channel, on my blog, on my Instagram. I basically talk about this everywhere. I think you must have known that I was going to use it in this video. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Look at that. It blends out so nicely. It's really creamy. I just like to use my ring finger to apply this to my cheekbones. It gives the most beautiful kind of glossy look to my cheekbones. Can you see that? It's just kind of like glossy, like lit from within. I've got something good going on. I don't have a powder highlighter from Smashbox, and I want to just kind of intensify this highlight a little bit more. I think I'm going to take this shade from this Metallics palette. That's actually really nice. Ooh, are you seeing this? I like that. I'm just going to use this X-Rated mascara on my lower lashes because I just need something to kind of open up my eyes a little bit more. Really enjoying this eye look. I know you guys have seen quite like hectic eye looks because of drugstore week, so I thought it would be nice to do something very simple, and I really like this. This is so pretty. I love it. Okay, now for the lips. I have a few choices. I did a Smashbox liquid lipstick video, so I have quite a few of the liquid lipsticks and I want to use one of them, but I want to use something that's going to go with this look. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to link up that video so that you guys can see all the shades. I'm thinking of keeping with the pink theme. I'm going to do the more neutral one, which is Big Spender. I think it's going to look really nice with this look. I'm going to keep with the pink that I've got going on here. And I already know that I love these Always On liquid lipsticks. They're so beautiful. They're creamy. So if you want to know more about the packaging or the applicator or the formulation of these liquid lipsticks, definitely go and take a look at the blog post. I'll link that up over here as well, and also in the description box. If you want to know more about these, if you want to invest in them, then go and read that blog post, because then you can see if you will actually like the formulation. For me, I absolutely love these. So even though this is typically a primer oil, I'm going to use this to set my makeup as well. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. I'm spraying in the wrong area. I'm spraying like over there. I don't know about you guys, but I am loving this look. I've enjoyed testing out all these Smashbox products. Overall, for this tutorial, for this look, for this video, for the brand, I think I'm pretty much obsessed with Smashbox. And another thing about them is that they are cruelty-free. So if you're looking for a cruelty-free makeup brand that has a lot of products for you to choose from, they have a good selection of shades in terms of foundations, eyeshadows, anything, you can name it. Even these liquid lipsticks are just so beautiful. Go and try out their stuff. If you haven't ever used Smashbox, give them a chance. Go and try out some stuff and see what you think. Let me know what you thought of this look. Let me know what you thought of this video. And I'm looking forward to doing more one brand tutorials. Let me know in the comments if you want to see any others. Also, let me know in the comments the products that you're most likely to try and the products that you like the most in this video. I think that's it. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.